So, welcome back to the Beast Game Podcast. And today we are talking about the Super Mario Brothers movie. There was a terrible live action Mario Brothers movie that later became the butt of jokes because of how bad it was. And I think it also had a troubled production history. It was like a husband and wife team that's really their first time directing anything of significance. Just a lot of problems. People got stabbed. People got electrocuted. It's a lot of problems.
Wait, what's it?
I think Bob Hoskins got electrocuted.
Uh, Wait, it was a husband and wife team that directed it?
That original one, yeah. The live
What
action
the
one. John
hell?
Leguizamo and Bob Hoskins. But this one is fully animated by Illumination. Kind of makes mediocre movies. After that maybe first and second Despicable Me movie, a lot of the stuff that they have made, not necessarily Pixar, they're not necessarily DreamWorks, stepped down from those. This is directed by Aaron Horvath, Michael Jelenic, and Pierre Leduc. And the writers are Matthew Fogel, and it stars Chris Pratt, Anya Taylor-Joy, and Charlie Day. And the synopsis is the story of the Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers, on their journey through the Mushroom Kingdom. The movie starts off with the Mario Brothers Super Show rap. That was a little bit of nostalgia, but it's kind of become a bit of a meme. Essentially, that is a ad for the Mario Brothers plumbing service that Mario and Luigi left another plumber to start their own business. So they're expected to fail. They haven't gotten too many clients. I think the actor that actually does the voice for Mario in the video games shows up and just goes, whoo-hoo, like at some point, like kind of early on in a restaurant scene. That's really about it. They have a dinner sequence with the Mario Brothers family. His father's very disapproving of what's going on, that you guys left one business to start a business that's not making any money. It's a very large leak in Dumbo, downtown Brooklyn. Mario and Luigi figure that, hey, in order to garner some notoriety for our business, we can go ahead and try to fix this leak. The leak, aka a portal, warps Mario and Luigi into the Mushroom Kingdom. Mario and Luigi get separated. Bowser is infatuated with Princess Peach. Peach is the only human in the Mushroom Kingdom. Everyone else is like the Toad Bowser equivalents. Bowser hears about the fact that there is a mustached human somewhere in the Mushroom Kingdom. That person is somehow in love with Princess Peach, so that kind of sets him off. But then he finds Luigi, believing Luigi is that person. The movie becomes one big rescue mission that Princess Peach has her own agency, has her own mission, fairly self-realized in this movie. So it's not a damsel in distress or anything like that. Fighting the good fight, trying to free the Mushroom Kingdom from Bowser's rule. Mario's mission is to get his brother, and Mario's learning from Princess Peach about how he can go about saving Luigi from Bowser. Missions align in order to fulfill the rest of the movie.
Well, how's Chris Pratt's voice? Is it good?
It is okay. You kind of get used to it. I mean, obviously there was a lot of Chris Pratt hate, and there generally is going to be a lot of Chris Pratt hate, regardless of what Chris Pratt is in, mainly just because the media picks whoever their enemies are. Chris Pratt is the enemy. So anything that he's in automatically gets condemnation from the majority of the press. But the one thing that they can't dispute is this movie's $800 million
Oh, shit.
in almost 2.5 weeks. So you can't dispute that. Regardless if Chris Pratt is like whatever people want to call him, super ultra religious cult-like character, $800 million speaks more than that. So I will say that this movie, it's okay. So again, I have problems with Illumination movies. The stories in those really don't do too much other than we'll play you a couple of songs and do something, make a mediocre story into an hour and a half. The reason why Universal is putting this out because Universal also has Universal Studios, has a Super Mario Brothers theme portion of the park. Haven't been to one in Osaka, but apparently people like it. Opened up during COVID, I think. Kind of common themes that show up in Mario Brothers. So you have Donkey Kong, You have Cranky Kong, you have Luigi, you have Toad, obviously Princess Peach, Mario. I'm trying to think who else is in it. So Jack Black plays Bowser, and I guess that Peaches, Peaches, Peaches song apparently might be up for some type of award at some point. All in all, I will say that something like Wreck-It Ralph does this a little bit better. It is like kind of a greatest hits. So, I mean, Wreck-It Ralph has different characters. Something like Ready Player One also kind of does this well. It is a fairly straightforward story that Bowser wants to marry Princess Peach, and he's trying to take over, and like that's really it. Stop the bad guy. That's the point of a Mario game. But I will say that it is okay. It is okay, and it is watchable. The thing is that apparently this is the highest grossing movie based off of a video game character ever. So you have that working for it. I want to say it's almost one of the highest grossing animated movies, like CG animated movies of all time. Other than what Chris Pratt has done before with Marvel, like this is probably his next highest grossing film. You can't dispute that. I will say maybe the Lego movie that he was in, the first one, is probably better than this movie. The second one is less than this movie. All in all, I mean, it's really what you would want if you were a Mario fan. Like, there's not too much else that you would want from this other than maybe some other characters like Yoshi or something, Kirby, somebody. There's not too much else you can ask for out of this. And I guess they have planned at least 2 more movies out of this. So whatever happens with that, maybe tighten up the story a little bit better. Hopefully at that point, might cross $1 billion because movies with good properties behind them will make money. It's the reason why Star Wars still makes money, even though it is not good. But as long as you have kind of a decent story and not too heavy-handed in the wokeness department, you can get away with something. And you also kind of get the Luigi's Mansion. Like, Luigi's always scared. Or like Luigi always go, ooh! So, like, again, what else do you want? What else would you want from a Mario movie other than what you got? Probably give this like a 7. Would I watch it again? Probably. Like I said, this movie's just making money hand over fist. Whatever the media has against Chris Pratt, stuff needs to stop. The media picks the people that it likes and doesn't like. And again, Chris Pratt used to be the darling. He used to be the fat guy from The Office. And then all of a sudden, he's turned into religious conspiracy. Peace Game Podcast. Go see the Mario movie.